And despite just getting ready to open up, they've already had 16 people apply or are getting ready to apply within the coming days.
Hi, Ashley. Many places, including the Iowa City Public Library behind me, will be one of many polling locations for residents for tomorrow's election. Other polling locations in Iowa City include the University Heights Community Center, the Iowa City Senior Center, Mann Elementary School, and the Robert A. Lee Recreational Center. Yes, Johnny, and while things have been relatively quiet on the local government policy front, Iowa City saw 3 separate protests this week. Issues for these range from a controversial speaker invited by the Young Americans for Freedom, the conflict between Israel and Palestine, and changes in housing zoning. All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV News.
Has more on the final candidate at large.
I'm here outside Deadwood in Iowa City, where supporters for at-large candidate Mandy Remington have gathered for her watch party.
When asked why they voted for Remington, they lauded her leadership abilities, and they expressed their hopes for her in the future.
She's just a passionate leader who's built her thing from the grassroots on up, and this isn't going to be the end for her. Mandy's still going to be around and not be discouraged by this.
But as the night rolled on and results began to come in, it soon became clear that Remington would not be one of the night's 2 winners.
It's a little disappointing. Obviously, I had hoped to win. But considering that I was outspent about 4-1, I think that we did amazing.
While things might not have turned out how Remington hoped they would, she did say that she plans to run again in the next election cycle. From Deadwood Bar in Iowa City, Jordan Tovar, DITV. Supporters of Governor Ron DeSantis gathered in Newton at the Thunderdome on Saturday as he wrapped up his all 99 county campaign in Iowa, which he was calling a full grass league.
They've made the commitment to go to all 99 counties, and today we get to celebrate delivering on that promise.
It's the right thing to do because you need to actually get out of the media fog. You can't just be on what's on social media. Don't worry about what the cable stations are saying. Talk to real Americans.
And despite poll numbers, supporters of DeSantis have their different reasonings as to why they're supporting him in the caucus.
I think DeSantis knows how to fix the economy, so that's very important. The border and immigration, that's number 2. Number 3 is crime. If we do those 3 things, our country's back in power.
The biggest moment of the night came when DeSantis announced that he would move the home base of the Department of Agriculture to Iowa if he's elected. This was met with a favorable response from his supporters.
Well, I think it's very exciting, actually.
And with just over 6 weeks until the Iowa caucus on January 15th, things will continue to heat up in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. From the Thunderdome in Newton, Iowa, Jordan Tovar, DITV.
The lineup for next year's Mission Creek Festival in Iowa City will be announced today at noon. Mission Creek Festival is a 3-day music and literature festival in downtown Iowa City. The festival focuses on independent musicians and writers from across the world. Last year's headliners included the likes of Cat Power, Michelle Zauner, and surprise performer Snail Mail. This festival is scheduled for the weekend of April 4th through the 6th in 2024 and will feature 30-plus performers over the course of the event. On Wednesday, John's Grocery celebrated 75 years of business. The Iowa City staple was opened by John Alberhaski in 1948 and is one of the only surviving corner groceries in Iowa City from that era. The business is carried on today by Doug Alberhaski, John's grandson, who has worked in the store since he was 6 years old. A U Iowa alum has won a global contest hosted by social media platform BeReal. The contest, dubbed The Realest Person on Earth, asks users to submit a post featuring them being truly real. The app prompts its users at a random time each day to take a picture using both the front and back camera at the same time.